Let's talk about elderberry as a powerful antiviral agent. Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist, get healthy now. Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. Well, elderberry has been used down through the ages. I mean, it goes back a long, long way. We got a lot of capsules here. Also, it's a great antiviral, and it's antibacterial, antifungal. It does everything. It is amazing stuff. And no wonder that it really goes back, a long, long ways. Even Hippocrates talked about it in 400 BCE as his medicine chest, that the elderberry, vines were really amazing for him. Discortes, Galen, Theophanes, a whole bunch of different people back in, ancient Greece and Rome talked about healing with elderberry. Also, the herbalist Hildegard von Bingen, I think that's how you say it, Bingen, and she was a 12th century herbalist, and she was also a nun, and she really sang the praise of the elderberry. There's no doubt about it. Dr. Martin Blochwich in the 17th century extolled the virtues of, all kinds of good things about elderberry. A British herbalist, Maud Greaves, also did a comprehensive review of elderberry and the elderberry tradition of healing, and found it was amazing stuff also. It contains a lot of flavonoids, quercetin, glucosides, all kinds of rutins, all kinds of great things. It also has anthocyanins, anthocyanins, which actually are the purple color type of things that actually bring about the healing. And I could go through a list this long of all the agents in it and a huge amount of antioxidants. It would take 15 minutes just to get through that. There was a study in the group of biochemical engineers and researchers, and they found at the University of Sydney that it can fight viruses. There's no doubt about that. So this is 400 milligram capsules. I recommend taking one every 2 or 3 times a week, maybe 2 to 3 times a week. You will feel a difference. There's no doubt about it. There's no problem with it working. That absolutely works for sure. During the Spanish flu outbreak in 1918 in Panama, they actually used elderberry and cut down the number of deaths that happened because of that. The compounds in elderberry actually inhibit the virus entry and replication into cells, so they can't get into the cell first of all, and then they can't produce themselves. So really good. It blocking the viral cycles in several different stages. Also, it releases certain cytokines, which are actually messengers that tell the immune system, hey, let's get busy. So they start getting busy so to be able to get rid of some of these agents that are trying to attack us. A study in the Journal of Functional Foods actually found that the agents in elderberry did a great job as an antiviral agent and was used, actually worked strongest during the actual entry phase into the body as far as the virus just starting. Now, other people say it works better at the end of the viral process, so I think it really works best at the beginning. And actual history shows that, especially with the viral outbreak in 1918. Also, it reflects in many strains and viruses, actually attacks many different types of strains of viruses, and actually can work as well as something like Tamiflu, so very interesting. Also, actually reduces the symptoms of particular viruses also, and also displays inhibitory effect against these viruses. Another study in Israel by a particular doctor found that with 93.3% of the people taking the elderberry preparation, they actually had improvement within 2 days. So, wow. Also found that elderberry had high levels of induced high levels of antibodies to fight against viruses. Also contains hemagglutinin protein, which stops replication of the virus, a hemagglutinin protein. Also, the study in biosciences, technology, and biochemistry showed that it actually contained an acid polysaccharides, which showed strong defense against viral infections. A study at the Franklin Institute of Wellness and complementary therapies actually showed, with the looking over 137 different articles, showed that we actually reduced the symptoms of upper respiratory disease. So, really great. A study in the Center of Travel Medicine and Global Health actually showed it actually shortened the duration of viral infections also. And the Journal of International Medicine Research showed that actually it was safe, efficient, and cost-effective treatment for viral infections. So, what are you going to say? That pretty much sums it up. Study in the Journal of Functional Food 2019 exhibited modes of therapeutic actions against viruses. It impacts a post-infection phase. Some say the beginning, some say the post. There's different ideas about that. Also, it actually had immunomodulatory properties against the actions of the virus also. So they've boosted up our immune system to attack the virus. Also, it blocked viral glycoproteins. Also, in the BMC complementary and alternative medicine study, it showed that it actually stopped the propagation of viruses, and that was in 2011. And a 2011 study also of 180 participants actually showed that it actually reduced upper respiratory symptoms also. So, there's a lot of stuff going on here, really is. Another study in phytotherapy journal in 2017 actually showed it can be useful for treatment of viral infections. What is the dosage? I recommend 1 or 2 capsules, 400 milligrams, 2 or 3 times a week. You don't have to take it every day. I don't think it's a good idea. It's a lot of powerful medicine here, and I think it's a great idea to space it out. Also, you can find this on Amazon and eBay, and every single health food store has this. There's no doubt about that. You can find it in capsules and powders and liquids and gummies and syrups. And one thing, if you're doing it yourself, those berries got to be cooked. They have to be cooked. There's no doubt about it. They're actually toxic if they're not. So a lot of people go, I'm going to make my own. Also want to talk about, one of the things I recommend, especially right now, is lots of vitamin C, at least 3,000 milligrams daily to, keep us really healthy. And it's really important. I feel it's very, very, very important. And a lot of the orthomolecular doctors are talking about this too and seeing amazing results with it. So at least 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C daily. I recommend getting like a powder. Now brand is really good. That's a natural brand there. Also, taking about 2,000 international units of vitamin D daily, and also about 25 to 50 milligrams of zinc daily. And this is going to boost up your immune system, keep you protected and feeling great. Excuse me. Feeling great. As I clear my throat. But anyway, this is really, really, really important. I think a lot of people have forgotten the efficacy of vitamin C. Vitamin C is really amazing. And as far as eating vitamin C filled fruits and vegetables, that type of thing, that's really also good. That's really important. But remember, 3,000 milligrams, you'd have to eat a lot of oranges, because an orange contains anywhere from 50 to 80 milligrams, depending on who you read. So that's a lot of oranges daily. So try taking some natural vitamin C, and let's keep you healthy. Let's keep you happy. Let's keep you moving in the right direction towards health. Also, the Latin name for this is Sambuca nigra, Sambuca nigra, and that's for good old elderberry. And also there's one in the United States called Sambuca canadensis. So you can look those up. And it's really, really important. I think it's one of the most healing things a person can have around. I have another video about elderberry, but I'm really focusing on the antiviral one right here, right now. So really, if you have any questions, give me a call, or you can email me. All my contact information is at the end of this. You can stop it and write it down. If you want to do a consult with me, man, I'm really busy with consults right now. And we can get you on the road to health, and we can, help you with everything. I walked down the mall when the mall was open, and I would look and go, boy, we could have prevented that. We could have prevented that. We could have prevented that. All these different things, and there's no reason you can't live a long, active, healthy life your whole life and live a long life also. So have a great day. And remember two things. Remember God, and remember, I love you.